So you bought a brand new pie iron. Now how do you get it ready to use? Hey everybody, and welcome back to Wandervie Outdoors. I'm going to start a new series on campfire cooking. I'm going to do some full episodes and some shorts. And to start that, the first thing you need to know how to do, especially with these pie irons, is how to season them or how to re-season them if your pie iron gets extremely crusty with oil and grease, or if it gets a little rusty because you let it out and it got wet. First things first, if you happen to just buy a brand new pie iron, many of the pie irons, unlike other cast iron cookware like the Dutch ovens and skillets, do not come pre-seasoned, so you have to actually season them before you use them. If you have other pie irons that you've had for many years, like this one here, maybe it got a little rusty because it was damp and you want to re-season it to bring it back like new. My preferred way of seasoning them is over a campfire. Let the fire burn down to a nice hot bed of coals and then place the pie irons directly onto the campfire. However, if you're trying to have your pie irons ready to go and you don't want to have to be bothered by this when you get to camp, and you're in some place where you can't have an open fire outside, the next best thing is to use a grill. Throw your grill on high, get it preheating. Once your grill's preheated, take your pie irons. If you have one of the models like this that it does not come apart, it's hinged, it's permanently there, open it up, place it on your grill. If you're going to buy brand new ones, my suggestion would be to get the style that comes apart. You have a whole lot more you can do with one that comes apart rather than one that is completely hinged. And the reason that you have to do this procedure either on a fire or on a grill is because the handles on many of these do not come off. 4 different pie irons right here, the handles only unscrew from one. So all the rest of them, you can't put them in an oven and clean them off that way in an auto clean oven. Okay, so we've got them all laid down on there. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to close that. We're going to let them go for 15 to 30 minutes, flip them over, let them go another 15 to 30 minutes, check them and make sure that it has cleaned off everything that is burnt onto them. Any rust comes off real easily, and then we're going to take them in and wash them. All right, they've been going for a little over an hour. Let's check them out. And it got a good amount of the rusty and crusty stuff off of them. Now, if you really want to burn them off and take them down to bare metal, a campfire would be better. You could probably also use a charcoal grill with a whole lot of charcoal and lay them directly on the coals there. But since we're doing this to show you how to do it in town if you can't have the fire, we use the grill. Now we're just going to shut everything off so we don't waste propane, let it cool down, and then we'll take them in the house once they're cool and wash them up good with soap and water. Bring them back out to the grill, pop them over medium heat on the grill, and just let them heat up enough to dry them out. Now that we've got them clean, dry, and warm to the touch, where you can touch them and it's not too hot that you're not burning your fingers, we need to hit them with a coat of oil. You can use whatever oil you want. You can use coconut, olive oil, vegetable shortening. You can use lard if you want. However, if you're not going to constantly be using these several times a week, lard can go rancid over time, even when it's carbonized onto the surface and creates that nice polymerization coating. So if you're not going to be using them constantly, try to stay away from lard and other animal fats. I use most of the time either vegetable, olive, or coconut. Today it's going to be olive oil. Pro tip, a lot of people use paper towels when they're applying the oil to the cast iron. Take an old t-shirt that's clean, Launder an old t-shirt that you were going to get rid of and throw away, cut it down into sections, and use a cotton t-shirt, because instead of pulling apart and leaving little chunks of paper towel on it, this will stay together and it'll get the job done better. All you want to do, hit it with a little blast of your oil, and then use that chunk of clean t-shirt to work it all around the surface. You want a thin coat. You don't want a heavy coat. A heavy coat will pull up and create a bubble that you don't want on it. So we're just going to work that in, making sure we hit every piece of the iron. On a brand new iron, I like 3 to 4 coats. On one that's seen some use and may already have a little bit of seasoning on it, I'll do it maybe 2 or 3. So there's one nice light coat, and just take it, put it on the grill. Once you get them all coated and on your grill, you're going to close the lid, let it go 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to pull them out, let them cool down on the side till we can touch them again, and then we're going to put another nice light coat of oil and do that all over. Okay, coat number 1, and that looks pretty awesome. Second coat of oil is done. Now we're just going to shut the grill off and let them cool off. Well, we ran out of daylight last night to finish up the filming. These have been sitting on the grill all night cooling down, and as you can see, they have a nice sheen to them. Now I put 2 coats of oil and ran it through the grill to put 2 layers of the seasoning onto it. That came out perfect for these ones that had already been seasoned. I would do 3 or 4 if you've got a brand new iron and you're getting it ready for the first time. Now I've got a whole bunch of recipes for episodes and shorts planned, so stay tuned because you're going to see these things in action, and we're going to do a whole bunch of campfire cooking. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.